We doggies.
Oh, shit balls. Shitty shit balls.
Hey, happy Easter.
Yes, it is.
Anything exciting going on today?
Just hanging out with the family, keeping it low key, trying to keep all my dirty secret secret.
I'm going to be making some steaks. Steak.
Is that a metaphor or are you actually cooking?
Oh, I'm cooking.
Oh, good. I
All right,
think what kind of weird sexual metaphor that is.
No, nothing. Just fantastic steaks. So, you remember how we used to do the Battle of the Sexes thing, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That was what we would do is like 3 nights a week we'd do kind of it was almost like our own version of Loveline, where we would ask women, what's a question that you have about men, or men, what's a question that you have about women, and then like one night would be whatever the hell people want to ask. So I kind of threw that out there to our Twitter followers. And
okay.
That's if you want to find us, you can find it at Radio Mofo on Twitter. And I got a link. 25 questions women are afraid to ask men.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, 25 questions that girls are afraid to ask guys.
Is this something from like a Cosmo magazine from like the 90s?
Where did she send this from?
I don't know, because like this day and age, I don't think most women are afraid to ask men anything. But it still makes for a good topic.
All right, so we're just going to burn through these since there's 25 of them.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
All right, whip it out.
First question. Apparently, women are afraid to ask men, who should pay for the first date?
Whoever asked to go on the date. Although generally it's probably going to be a guy, but I've always been of the philosophy, it's like whoever asked to go on the first date pays for that one. And if it's a good date, the next date, the other person picks where they go and that person pays. Until you get to that little rhythm of like, splitting stuff, or one person always pays, or there's some sort of hand job that comes with it, or whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you kind of avoid it being awkward if you discuss it, ahead of time.
Yeah, that really sucks the romance out of it.
Yeah, it does, but then there's if you go on the date and you're sitting there, like I went on one once, and I'm like, I'll take care of the check, and she's like, no, let's split it. I'm like, no, seriously, I'll take care of it. I'm not expecting anything. It's just cool. Like, we're hanging out. I'm out of the house, so you're doing me a solid by we're hanging out. I'm not expecting hot sweet loving just because I paid for a sandwich.
I know, but there's a lot of guys out there that think if they pay for it, they should be getting some booty in return.
I would hope that's getting less and less now.
No, I think it's actually getting worse and worse. With all the fucking incels out there and all their bullshit. It's just like, hey, I spent money on you. How about a little tit? How about some ass?
Yeah, I've never been of that mindset. I've had the girl freak out because I opened a door for her before too. Look at me like I had two heads. I'm like, no, this is just what I used to do, or my dad would smack me in the back of the head.
Yeah. Well, the key to that one is like the first date, don't spend any money or any real money. Go out for coffee, go for a walk.
Yeah.
The nice thing about going out for a meal is if you lose the thread on a conversation, just shove some food in your mouth and chew it until something drops in your brain.
Why is the solution to problems with you always shoving something in your mouth?
It's not.
All right, ready for number 2?
All right, hit it.
Number 2, is sex always on your mind? Okay, there's a bit of the story here. It says common knowledge that men think about sex every 7 seconds.
Well, I pretty much think about boobs first thing in the morning, and then the last thing before I go to sleep. That's true, but
I don't know if it is for me, but I think that could just be because of my antidepressants. I just don't care anymore.
Well, no, I'm not an antidepressant, but I don't have. I remember like in my teens and my 20s. Oh my God, I was just. a gentle breeze would give you a stiffy. Just like the thought of underboob would just, turn it on. And you just want to hump a knot hole or find two cushions and give yourself like horrible, like rug burns with them. But as you get older, I suppose as the testosterone starts to mellow down, or maybe your options are just less, you just kind of like, whatever.
That's what I was going to say is the options thing is, everyone our age now, not everyone, but it's either married or badly divorced or has like a bunch of kids, or it's not, like when you're your teens and 20s, when you've always got that in the back of your mind that you could probably do better, or there's, you're definitely, I've run into the experience of being in a relationship before and been hit on mercilessly, but then been single and it's like a friggin' desert.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm at some place and I'll meet like a college-age waitress, and I'm like, the things I could teach you, I will give you your first mustache ride of excellence. But, that's just the old man in me, just kind of like whatever remaining bit of pride and ego I have left.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. People in their 20s don't fuck well. It's a lot of fumbling. It's a lot of energy, and they don't look. I mean, there's something to be said for monogamy, where you get to learn a person's body, but that applies you actually give a shit. Well, most guys just as soon like pump a load and hit the road.
I mean, like realistically, with a person, usually your first time is not that great with them. You gotta.
Mine was, but that was a lot of prep work.
Well, I mean, like just you meet somebody and you're like first time with them, you're like, yeah, okay, well, and then you work out who likes what.
Yeah.
All right, ready for 3?
Get to the awkwardness. Yes, 3. Let's do it.
All right. Do you actually want to get married?
Sure, if I could find somebody that'd be a good life partner.
Yeah, maybe now I could see that, to just somebody to do stuff with.
Well, it's not so much that, but I mean, just actually having somebody that you can trust shit with, because that's most of the time where I've seen relationships crash and burn, because there really was no trust there. They were all about like, hey, we look good on our Instagram feed, we look really good in wedding pictures, but they can't live with each other. They don't know how to balance a checkbook together or make financial decisions together, and they sure as shit don't really know how to raise kids together.
Yeah, and I mean, I think when you're younger too, it's, all our friends are getting married, and I've definitely been through that before.
Oh God, yeah, but then you go through that phase in your 30s where all my friends are getting divorced.
Yeah, that's
all my
true.
friends are going into their second marriages.
Yeah, I've got people now on their second and third. All right.
I think one of my cousins is just wrapping up her third marriage.
Good Lord.
No luck with men. Just keeps finding douchebags. But anyways, moving on.
All right. How much does it take to get you in the mood for sex?
Actually, not that much. I mean, nothing sexier than the look of a hungry woman. That's a metaphor, of course.
She's ready to rock. It's okay. But I'm not I don't know. I'm not of the, I'm going to try and finagle you into it anymore.
Well, that's the thing about like younger women and older women, is younger girls like to play the game, will she or won't she? Older women definitely will, but how is the game going to be played?
Yeah, you're more
slow
likely.
And easy, pulling my hair, shit like that.
I think you're more likely to get unexpectedly tackled by an older woman.
That, and she'll have more patience. It's just like let's pop your cork quick. Give a little time to recharge, and then you can focus on me. You gotta learn the rules of engagement. I always tell that to younger cousins and stuff. It's like it's always the orgasm rule of 3. One for him, one for you, and then one for each other. Because it's like that old gag from there's something about Mary. It's like you don't want to go out with a loaded weapon. And I think most guys, once you pop your cork, you want to roll over and go to sleep.
That's why I've straight up warned people before, like, hey, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Don't expect much.
if if the guy pops his cork, then he relaxes a little bit. Then if he's a giving man, he will reciprocate and make sure that he gives it to her the way she needs it. And then if you got any energy left, you can just do a nice, slow and easy number 3. And then everybody's happy because you both got 2.
Or at least, considered enough to help you clean up.
Yeah, pretty much, make some brunch, whatever.
Number 5. Do you believe or fall in love?
Oh, God. In college, I think I fell in love every day. Just walking across campus. Well, there's that thing what they call meet cute. They show that shit in movies.
Yeah.
And I mean, you still get that now. You meet somebody and you just have this little moment of connection where everything just kind of feels right, but then your brain gets in the way and gives you other reasons why you should fucking run away.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's definitely true.
And sometimes it's because of your shit. Sometimes maybe it's because of their shit.
Oh, most of the time it's because I know once I unveil most of my shit with it, which I'm usually pretty upfront about. I try to get that out of the way right away. Like, if you're going to run away and screaming, how about we do it now than a year later?
Yeah, I've dated girls where a lot of stuff came to light later on. And I'm like, oh boy, let's slowly back towards the door.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I enjoy, dating women at this age, with both of her parents are dead. That saves a lot of trouble.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway.
I used to joke in college, my ideal woman was a orphan with a liquor store.
Redheaded orphan with a liquor store. Nymphomaniac.
Anyways, moving on.
All right. What's the most attractive feature of a girl?
Oh, God. Realistic confidence. I met so many women at different ages, and they're so... I hate to throw the word neurotic out there, but they're just so full of self-doubt. And I'm like, God damn it, it's not fair. Yeah, and then you get the other ones that are so confident, they got nothing to back it up. And you can say the same thing about men, too, especially men.
The chick that actually knows what she wants is helpful.
Oh, totally. Totally.
We're not mind readers at all. And don't expect us to be. Because that's a lot of the time when you'll get asked what you're thinking, and I'm literally not thinking anything. I'm just
apparently women don't have that ability just to shut their brains off.
Well, I mean, I according to my sleep studies, apparently I don't either. But I mean, there are times when I'm just staring at the TV, and I'm not reading anything into it. I'm just soaking it in. All right. Is more or less or no makeup better? What? Is more makeup or less makeup or no makeup better? Which one of the three, I guess?
Oh, God, it really depends. I mean, a little bit of makeup can, really make certain features pop. Like red lipstick really makes the lips pop, or just the right amount of eye stuff. But when they got so much fucking makeup on that they look like they're on stage.
Yeah, when it leaves a stain on
it. It's like a mask. And I've seen that out and about, and it's basically, they look like Kardashian clones.
Yeah, there's a lot of that now. And I mean, if you look like the freaking Joker, I think we can all agree that's not a good thing.
Pretty much.
This one. This is tough. How do you feel about periods?
Well, it's biology. Nothing to be done about it.
Yeah, I don't even know why they're asking this, because I mean, there's nothing. I'm not going to stop it.
Well, some guys just get super grossed out by it and get all weird about it. Remember that South Park episode about queefs?
Yes.
The guys are laughing at their own farts, but then a lady queefs, the guys are like, "That's not funny. That's not funny at all." And I'm like, wow, that's an amazing double standard.
Side note, can you actually say the word queef without laughing or at least smiling?
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering how that designation got there.
I think it may be the funniest word in the English language. Queef. All right.
Well, it's funny as you watch porn and they start queefing. I'm like, well, that's comedy gold.
Wow. I gotta stay away from the kind of porn you watch. Anyway, number 9. Do you mind if your girlfriend has a lot of guy friends? Oof. Yeah.
No, not necessarily. It depends. You know, it depends. Are they guy friends that she hangs all over, or just guy friends that she's friends with?
Are they ex-boyfriends?
Well, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, because that's...
remember we were talking about that old buddy of ours who just got married, and like there's a lot of couples there, and the wives all said they were old friend of so-and-so, and I'm like, oh my God, he's boned every woman in this room, and they're here at his wedding.
That's... I don't know. I wasn't ever the jealous type until I got cheated on in this situation with a guy that was supposedly just a friend. So it does make me a little paranoid if she's open about it and I know this dude right away. But if he like pops up out of nowhere, like, oh yeah, so and so's coming to town, I'm gonna want to know the background of that story.
There's what the hell is it? I think it's an old Irish proverb, like the most dangerous thing in the community is an unmarried man.
Yeah, that's
you know, because he'll just be trolling around like an alley cat looking for low hanging fruit.
And don't even try and tell me that as a woman or as a guy, you don't have a backup. You know?
Well, that reminds me of an old Chris Rock bit.
Yes.
You know, men are only as faithful with their options.
Yep, exactly. Oh man, we're coming right back to another one with number 10. Do you want to know what's on my mind? Do I want to know what she's thinking? I guess. Yeah.
It usually helps. As long as it's... Well, maybe you have to set a timer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to know everything that you're thinking about, but it's good to know. Like, if what's on your mind is where we're going to go to eat, that would be a good one to know.
Well, obviously, she's looking for validation that you care about her and her thoughts on things, as opposed to just being a cum dumpster and arm candy.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I think we've already discussed this one, but what makes good sex? For me, it's going to Taco Bell afterwards and high-fiving.
See, it depends on the need in the moment. I mean, it's not all the same. I'm trying to think. We came up with like there was making love, there was having sex, and there was fucking. And
yeah.
You know, and sometimes you want it slow and easy, like some afternoon delight. Sometimes, you know, it's just about, you know,
de-stressing.
Like, you know, de-stressing, just something a little fun, and then fucking is just like pulling hair, slapping asses, maybe a little bit of degradation, maybe some safe words, but it's angry, you know?
Yeah, those are the ones you feel like slightly embarrassed about afterwards.
Yeah, there's usually some subtext to that kind of shit.
All right, what's the perfect first date? Oh God,
I don't know. The perfect first date at the end, there was no awkwardness with anything. It all just flowed naturally.
Yeah, that's weird because that's the first thing I was thinking of is what do you think how did it go afterward? Not like what's the perfect date at the time, but like when I'm done or I'm driving home. Do I think that it went well, or were there a lot of, for me, it's where there are a lot of unanswered questions after that. Like, is she really into me, or are we just doing this to both get out of the house for a night?
Yeah, I mean, a perfect date is at the end. You can't wait to do it again.
Good call.
I always told that to people, just like, well, I mostly told this to like young waitresses and stuff. If you got a guy, give him a handy. If he sticks around, then he's worth your time.
Ooh. Okay, this one, I don't know how to approach. Is it bad if I'm a virgin?
Not unless you make a big deal out of it.
I don't know. I'm 44. I've been with, people that could blow your goddamn mind. So, I'm going to tap out on this one.
Well, there's twice in my life when I was in my 20s where I was with girls and they told me they were virgins. And they wanted me to like take them to the
show them the ropes.
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't want that responsibility.
No.
And it's just like, you shouldn't have told me that in the first place.
If I knew that
it literally stopped me dead. I'm like, no, I'm tapping out. No.
Maybe if I knew that I was good enough that I could ruin you for all men, that'd be all right.
Well, I mean, part of it is it just adds more awkwardness to the situation, and sex should be an enjoyable thing where everybody's happy at the end, and hopefully both of you get the end or multiple ends.
All right.
And it's just like when you throw that fucking grenade into the situation, you keep waiting for it to go off. It's like a bad sitcom.
Grenade's a good analogy. All right. Do you guys like giving gifts?
If you got the money for it.
Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, if I know I'm going to find something that that's totally out of left field. Those are the kind of gifts I like to give. Something that.
Gosh, I remember back in the Napster days, you'd send somebody a song, because it's like a short version of giving them a mixtape. It's like, oh, I just heard this awesome song. It made me think of you. I'm sending this to you. I mean, shit like that's more meaningful than a fucking diamond ring. Yeah, that's another thing. Never give a woman a ring unless it's the ring. Because if you give her just a ring, her and all of her women friends and family are going to think it's the ring or the lead up to the ring.
Never give a girl
a ring.
Never give a girl a ring if you're not prepared to not get it back.
I got the one back. That was painful.
Ouch.
Well, it's because she thought it was the lead up to the ring. And I'm like, no, it was just a gift. Because I called her up. I was doing a remote at a jewelry store, and I was feeling generous. I'm like, what would you want? Because I was going to get her something with her birthstone. You want earrings, a necklace? She's like, oh, no, I never wear those. How about a ring? And I should have been more fucking paying attention.
Oof.
Yeah. And then when we broke up, she left it on my dresser. And that just really sent me down a fucking hole. Because
that one went right the fuck over your head, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when I was with the longest, 1.5 years. Everybody thought she was the one. But, that first year was really good, but it was that last 6 months where shit was getting off the rails. And, it's once all the orgasms wear off, you start noticing other tendencies and other character traits. Because when you're getting nonstop pussy, you are so stupefied and so in love and so joyful that you don't notice other things.
Well, that's because you're usually passed out and unconscious from exhaustion, and so neither of you are aware of other stuff.
Yeah, burned a lot of calories back then.
All right. Should a girl ask you out? Hell yes. Absolutely.
In this day and age, it's like, I hear girls like, I'm waiting for a guy to ask me out. I'm like, what is this, the fucking 50s? It's like, Jesus, you're setting feminism back like another 2-3 generations. You want it? Go get it.
Absolutely. We're done with that one. 16. Is it annoying to receive messages while out with friends? Like texts? I guess if it's like every 2 minutes, what are you doing? Yeah. Like if I tell you I'm going out with the guys, and I'm not a cell phone guy anyway. Like I don't have my phone out every 5 seconds. So, and also don't be pissed if I don't get back to you when you send me a message every 2 minutes.
Remember the early messengers had doorbells?
Yeah, because I don't like texting. I suck at it. My thumbs are too big.
If you really want to get a hold of me, call me, but don't call me every 5 minutes too, because then I'm gonna get freaked out that you're thinking I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing.
Remember, Buckets of Piss Girl, I'd be at my desk and she'd just be messaging me all day. And I'm like, I got shit to do. I gotta go to a meeting. No, and then if I was gone for a while, like I could be in the recording studio doing some shit, you know, and then just be like, ding dong, ding dong. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Now, admittedly, I do have on my phone the red notifications turned off, so nobody can actually tell that I've read their messages or not. But that's partially because I like to, there's some people I just ignore. Anyway, all right, 17. Do you care about how a girl dresses? There's extremes here, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's just from my own personal experience and with my work and going to like more formal functions, you know, you have to dress for the occasion. I mean, what you do at home is fine, but, you know, it drives me nuts to see people out wearing their fucking pajamas in grocery stores. I'm like, have a little self-respect.
Yeah, if you're wearing the sweatpants that say, like, juicy across the ass and you get mad because I look to see what it says.
They're not even sweatpants. They're goddamn pajamas.
Yeah. I mean, sweatpants at Walmart's perfectly acceptable. Sweatpants at dinner, you just gave up. I'll admit,
when you say dinner,
you
mean dinner at home or dinner at a restaurant?
If she tells me she's going out with the girls and she wears the kind of outfit that I look at and go, damn, she wants some, or, you know, she's trying to get a guy's attention.
No, I'll argue with you on that point, because I have done women's events where I am the only swinging dick there. They don't know I'm going to be there because they know there's somebody going to be doing like wine tasting, but they don't know who it is. And a lot of women dress for other women because they're showing off. And they're not doing it for men. They're doing it to show the other girls, like, you know, hey, you know, I still got it, or I can get more guys looking at me than you, biatch.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true.
Oh, I know it's true. I remember in college one time a group of pom-pom girls asked me to go out for girls' night out, basically to be their deflector shield. And I had to bounce a couple guys away from them. There's this one creepy fucker that was following us around from bar to bar. One time he's coming towards the table, and I just got up to right in front of him. I'm like, Then he went away.
All right. Oh, God, this one sucks. Why aren't guys more in touch with their feelings?
Some of them really don't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, some guys literally have the personalities of wet paper sacks.
Yeah, that's true. Some dudes are just dumb when it comes to their feelings. And that's fine. I would love to be more stupid than I am right now, that's for sure.
You know, and unfortunately, sometimes empathy is a curse.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're just going to keep moving. Yep. Oh, God. See, I haven't read these ahead of time. Okay. What makes a girl slutty?
You know, I guess what makes a girl slutty is, I mean, if you want to go out and have sex because you enjoy it, you're in control of the situation. But if you just let guys use you as a cum dumpster, that's slutty. You just, you know, if you're just starved for attention, you will degrade yourself in any form or fashion to get it. That's slutty. I mean, if you're sexually active and you have multiple partners, but you're in control of it, you initiate it, that's not slutty. You know, that's just, I don't know, like pre-cougar. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that works both ways, too. Because, I mean, I know dudes who are complete and total man whores.
Oh, totally.
And I didn't have a whole lot of respect for them. I didn't think that was cool. I think they did. But
well, you know, for some of these guys, that's all they're good at. That's all they're good for.
Yeah.
I remember guys from college, this guy named Corey, he was on my dorm. He was a dumb jock. We got along pretty well. I remember one time I'm going to work at 6 a.m. He's doing the walk of shame home, and I see him, and he sees me, he starts laughing. He's like, dude, I fell asleep in cider. And I'm like, I hate you so much. And this chick took him back. You know, she even made him breakfast another time. It's just because he was pretty and dumb, and girls liked him, and maybe it's competition to see who could bag the prettiest boy. I mean, women are just as harsh about that as men are.
True.
All right, we got a whole ass here. We got 5
Yep.
more to go through.
All right.
All right, number 20. Can you forgive cheating? Me, absolutely fucking no. And I learned this the hard way because I tried to. And it just fucking ruined me. So absolutely hell no, no fucking way. Because could you forgive me for doing it? Probably not. And no fucking way. Nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if it got to that point, you just need to call it off. Just be done.
Yeah, if you're that unhappy, do both of you. Just be honest and be like, you're not doing it for me anymore. This guy probably will. I'm out.
All right, next question.
Should your girlfriend share your passions? What's a passion that you have right now, first of all?
Well, I
Like
think
mine?
for most people in the Midwest, it's like, you know, hunting, fishing, shit like that, you know? If, you know, it's, I guess it depends if your passions are like all consuming. Because, I mean, there's a lot of women that are really irritated because all their men do is hunt, fish, and do shit, don't do anything around the house.
Yeah,
But,
and I
you know,
think
it's-
that's the plot line of a hell of a lot of sitcoms where the guy has his dumb hobby like fishing or golf, and he has to sneak out to go play golf, and like,
I always
no.
tell people, you know, there's worse hobbies to have, like heroin addiction. You know, if your guy likes to play with model trains, let him. Then you know where he's at. He's out in the garage or he's in the basement playing with his toys. You know,
Yeah, but if
there's
he
a lot
likes
worse
like
happening.
if
You
you
can
like
have 3 other
skinning people like
girlfriends.
a deer, that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, you know, and if you have a husband that likes to go hunting and fishing, he's bringing food home. Jesus, how primal is that?
All right, 22. Is taking too long to get ready to leave annoying? Absolutely.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's just ridiculous.
That's the reason why I will straight up look at someone and go, at Target, it took her 3 hours to get ready to go to Target. It's
Yeah.
not, no.
That's just a power play. That's just showing who's the alpha.
Throw on some jeans and a baseball hat and you're out the door. That is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, ladies, I know this is weird, but baseball hats are sexy as fuck.
True. Did we
All right.
cover this already? What's the most attractive thing about a girl? For me, it's just she tells you what she wants.
Yeah, I mean, confidence and being loving herself is nice because everything else flows out from.
Yeah, if you
I mean,
treat
if she's an
yourself
erotic
if you
mess,
treat yourself like a
self-worth out.
doormat, you're probably just gonna end up like one.
Or it just can be full of resentment shit that will come bursting out later.
Oh yeah. That comes back to the women do not forget anything topic that we
Oh god, the Rolodex? No. The Rolodex of sins.
See, women have a Rolodex of resentments. Guys have the highlight reel Rolodex of sex, like that you
Yeah.
use when you've
Spank
been
bank.
alone for a while. Yeah. All right, 24. What do you do if you're uninterested in a girl?
Don't do anything.
Yeah, nothing. I'm not gonna reciprocate. I'm not gonna like be in a relationship just to be in a relationship.
Well, there's people that are like that, but yeah, if you're not interested in somebody, it's just moving on.
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I recently had somebody try to fix me up with a gal, so I went to the shoe store where she works and bought some shoes from her, and I was chatting up, you know, and I was asking her about activities that I know she's in, and she was going on about like how busy she is. She works like 6 days a week. She's got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm like, okay, message received.
Yeah, you got shut down.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Number 25. Last one on the list here. Do you like staying in touch throughout the day? I think it.
No, not really, unless there's something important going on. I'd rather be touching at the end of the day.
I mean, I like, just because I'm the kind of person that notices weird shit, I like, sending a message or sending a photo, like, like this is the weirdest thing I've seen in a while, or that kind of thing. But, if we're talking every 2 minutes throughout the day, then what happens when you like get home after work?
Well, just with like my career, I travel a lot. I'm in contact with like customers and work all the time. Plus, when I'm traveling, I go through areas where there's piss poor signal. So it's not even remotely feasible to do that. To send stuff all the time. I mean, maybe when you stop for lunch or something, you can exchange a little bit, but yeah, it's not like fucking high schoolers where they have to be in contact with each other all the time.
What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you thinking about? No, what are you thinking about?
Think about that ass.
Yeah. And there's like some shit that I'm doing during the day when I'm just like annoyed where I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah, because nothing good's going to come out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Or especially like if I'm busy at work and you call and I'm angry about something at work, especially when you're like working in a kitchen, I don't want it to come off on you, but it might. So
it definitely will. That's just human nature.
Yeah, like that's the reason like a lot of nights at the radio station I like was happy to be driving home alone because I was so pissed off. Like I needed a very long drive. Like I took the 20-mile drive home versus the 5-mile drive home.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've thank you to our Twitter follower. Once again, we're at Radio Mofo. But this was kind of cool. We got 25 questions that women want to know about guys.
I don't know if anybody will pay attention to our advice or anything, but I like to think it was useful and not totally self-serving.
Use our advice at your own risk. I think we really should probably have a disclaimer before we do these.
Yeah, we should probably put a Mr. Yuck sticker on it.
All right.